Hey guys, welcome to my channel Elite Wrestling World. My name is GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here on AEW Dynamite post-show review. Dynamite was a very good show tonight. We are just 1 week away from Double or Nothing pay-per-view, which is going to be a fantastic event. It's Wednesday night and you know what that means. We start off with Blackpool Combat Club versus Jeff Cobb and Kyle Fletcher. Chaos before the bell, Danielson running hot and wiping everybody out, Moxley choking Fletcher with his t-shirt, running me right as the bell rings and it's Bryan and Jeff to start. Dragon smashing him into the corner, lame chops in, tag to Mox, running dropkick to Cobb's taped up knee, single leg, tag back to Danielson, splitting a wishbone. Fletcher with rabid punches, to the corner, lame chops in, up in the turnbuckles. John biting his forehead to set up a superplex, cover for 2. Into a cross armbar, Cobb breaks it up, tag to Bryan, diving knee across the back of Kyle's neck and we go to break. Back from break, Moxley and Fletcher trading right hands, tag to Cobb, waist lock, John throwing back elbows to break free, pass him aside, German suplex connects. Danielson tags in, backflip up and over, off the ropes, X-bomber, chest kicks, Kyle runs interference. Low bridge on Jeff, suicide dive wipes Fletcher out, mocking yes. Fingers, flipping the crowd the bird, standing moonsault. Bryan backup, charges in, swinging back suplex counters the Busaiku knee. Tags made, Moxley hard off the ropes, trading forearms with Fletcher. Down and out in the corner, John pops up with a huge lariat. Revolution tombstone piledriver, still nitrogen monoxide. Heels thinking doomsday device, Moxley escapes, Busaiku knee, flash roundhouse kick, underhooks. Blackpool Combat Club win by pinfall with Death Rider from Jon Moxley on Kyle Fletcher. Post-match, Konosuke runs in and hits a high cradle German suplex on Moxley. Elbow follows it up while Cobb and Fletcher work Danielson over. Claudio makes the save with a pre-bar. Adam Copeland makes his entrance and gets waylaid by Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews on the stage. Black out in the ring, chair in hand, Brody King has joined the fray and they hold Copeland up while Black gets a microphone. He orders Matthews to take Adam's wedding ring, and he passes it to Malachi, who pockets it. They lean Adam in the corner and set chairs on either side of his head, but Kyle O'Reilly makes the save. He takes Black and Matthews out, but King wipes him out with a lariat and throws him out of the ring like a sack of garbage. Malachi takes him down with Black Mass. House of Black line Copeland up ... stereo dropkicks and a cannonball sent into the chairs. Commentary throws to a video package detailing the injury Eddie Kingston suffered at the New Japan show over the weekend and the beatdown the Elite gave him afterward. The Elite cut a promo backstage where they say it's so unfortunate and it'll have to be a handicap or a forfeit before Okada says he's going to destroy Dax Harwood tonight, and so we go to break. Back from break, FTR are interviewed by Renee. They say they've got a new fourth lined up and Dax Harwood calls Okada the Elites, since he wants to call names. Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal versus Young Bucks. Scapegoat Jack Perry is on commentary for this one. Sydal and Nicholas to start. Jackson Pie faces him and Matt throws hamstring kicks and a jumping knee. Whip reversed. Satellite bridging schoolboy for 2. Tags made. Daniels with the bird glove. Clubbing blows in the corner, whip reversed, falling lariat, a punch knocks Nicholas off the apron. Back suplex, Christopher lands on his feet, tag to Sydal. Back from break, Bucks working Sydal over. He fends them off with leg kicks and elbows. Tag to Daniels, lariats, Bucks working Christopher over, nobody for him to tag, setting him up. Tony Khan driver does it. Young Bucks win by pinfall with the Tony Khan driver on Christopher Daniels. Post-match, the Young Bucks cut a promo on the ramp. They berate Daniels for speaking down to them last week and tell him he should know better. They're trying to clean the locker room of toxicity and he's trying to screw things up. So unfortunately they have some bad news for him tonight. You're fired. They're not evil. They got him a sweet severance package and he'll get paid for at least another 30 days. They even arranged for security to escort him out of the building immediately. Jack Perry dumps his beer out over Toni as he leaves. Toni Storm and company are interviewed backstage. Storm says her maternal instincts are in overdrive and hugs Mariah May close as she tells Harley Cameron she's going to beat her up and so on and forth, and so we go to break. Back from commercial, Malachi Black cuts a promo at Adam Copeland's wedding ring. He says it represents everything that's holding him back and he accepts the barbed wire cage match on the condition that when he wins, Adam will bow the knee to the House of Black. A squash match for Hook. Post-match, Hook grabs a microphone and says he's here for Chris Jericho and his FTW championship. Enter the learning tree. Jericho says he hopes Hook learns some lessons from hitting himself in the face with a baseball bat and he's glad to be here and to share the spotlight. Hook says he's not here to share. He wants all the spotlight on Chris getting his beat for the FTW championship tonight. Chris says this isn't a fighting moment, it's a teaching moment, and Hook needs to learn to be less selfish and to think of others, like Jericho does. And furthermore, he has to learn that you don't just immediately get a rematch, and he'll have to do a qualifier on Saturday to potentially earn a shot later. Hook says that's great and clocks him in the head with the mic. Big Bill Morrissey tries to pull him away, standing switch, German suplex on the big man. Jericho recovers and the beatdown begins, but Shibata makes the save and sends them both packing. Jericho pulls his hand from his hair bloody and crying. Shane Strickland cuts a promo backstage. He says he ended a chapter with the Mogul Embassy and now his focus is defending his title against Christian Cage, and yeah, he got put in a coffin, but he's the one that'll put Christian in his grave. For Brian Cage tonight, he's the last nail in the coffin of the Mogul Embassy. Next up is Brian Cage versus Shane Swerve Strickland. Double knees, right hands, Cage turns him around with repeated corner lariats. Arm drag, Bryan rolls away from a stomp, Swerve right back on him, standing switch, land on his feet off a back suplex. Low bridge sends the machine to the floor. Cage cuts him off, shoulder blocks in the corner, he's in charge and we go to break. Back from break, Strickland fighting back into it, big boot to the arm. Cage with the counter power bomb into the turnbuckles, fireman's carry, F5 connects. Not enough, suplex reversed, victory roll for two. Duck the discus lariat and Strickland staggers him with an uppercut. Swerve grabs his arm and hits the Ode to Jim Breaks arm breaker. Shane Swerve Strickland wins by pinfall with house call. Post-match, Christian Cage and Mother Wayne come to the stage, but it's a distraction for Nick Wayne to slide in with a low blow. Kill Switch joins the fray and they beat Strickland down. They smash a family portrait over Swerve's head and his eye immediately starts gushing blood. Cage cuts a promo, saying Swerve embarrassed his son, Nick Wayne, by attacking him in his gym last year, so now he's forced to embarrass Strickland. He grinds the picture of Swerve and his wife and daughter into the wound. He says tonight he took his blood, and in 2 weeks he'll take his title, and so we go to break. Back from break, Hook and Shibata are interviewed backstage. Hook says the odds mean nothing to him and whoever he has to beat to get to Chris Jericho, he'll beat. Shibata asks if that includes him because he wants another shot at Jericho. Push comes to shove. Hook says it's fine by him if Shibata gets another shot at Jericho. Samoa Joe rolls up to say it's sad because if Hook stopped playing himself he might actually be dangerous. Hook says he'll fight Joe, and Shibata says Samoa is too large to wear florals, which Katsuyori, buddy, pal, I love you but that's just wrong, florals are for everybody. A quick match for Toni Storm against Harley Cameron. Storm in control early, hip attack, Serena Deeb on the stage with some kind of flag. Toni up and over, lung blower in the corner, double leg, jackknife, reversed, sunset flip, no deal. duck a roundhouse. Fake out sets her up. Toni Storm wins by pinfall with Storm 0. Will Ospreay and Roderick Strong have their face-to-face backstage? Ospreay calls them all bellends and says he hates how comfortable Strong is being back here with him, and maybe it's because his pals will jump him if he makes a move, or maybe it's because he's retired the Tiger Driver 91. He's done it to people he loves and respects, but he doesn't respect Roddy because he doesn't respect him. Strong says he's right. He doesn't respect him for being so talented in the ring and such a dummy outside of it, and he doesn't care who everyone else thinks Ospreay is. He knows who he is, a coward, a fraud, and a child. Will says this is for years of him looking down on him and burying him to Ring of Honor guys, and he's going to take the title from him and show everyone why he's the best and why he's on another level. Renee is in the ring to preside over a contract signing between Mercedes Moné and Willow. Willow says she respects Mercedes and she means that, but she needs to know if she respects the TBS Championship. She talks about the title celebrating the legacy of wrestling on this channel, built on fighting, hard work, and dedication, and now she's the face of it. Every time this smiling face walks down to the ring, you see on the Tron nothing matters. Smile anyway, and for her that means her smile is her strength, and the title is what matters to her. Mercedes scoffs at talking legacy with her. And in 2015 in Brooklyn, while Willow was still training, she was changing the game forever. You want to talk about dedication? What about breaking down doors and kicking in glass ceilings? She claims Nightingale wouldn't be here without her and says she respects her and thinks she's a great champion, but there's a difference between being great and being the greatest. At Double or Nothing, losing will be the best thing that ever happened to Willow because her legacy is all about winning. Nightingale tells her to keep believing that, because the last time they wrestled, she walked away a champion and Mercedes didn't walk away at all. Mercedes attacks but doesn't put Willow down, and Willow hosses her up Dr. Bomb through the table, and so we go to break. It's main event time on Dynamite. Dax Harwood versus Okada for AEW Continental Championship. Harwood with a side headlock, shot off, shoulder block, drop down, slide under, double leg, Okada bails to the floor. Back inside, chops in the corner, side headlock, shot off. Drop down, putting Dax into the corner hard and sending us to break. Back from break, Okada sends Dax to the floor with a dropkick, big boot on the floor, trading forearms. Okada with a hanging DDT off the barricade. Back inside, Rainmaker reversed into a series of rolling German suplexes, off the ropes, big boot, uppercut, right jab from Harwood into a dragon suplex. Wrist control, trading forearms, off the ropes, dropkick ducked, upkick sends Dax crashing into the turnbuckles. Reverse neckbreaker connects, cover for 2. Up top, Harwood cuts him off, climbs up with him, jockeying for position ... superplex. Trading forearms from their knees and to their feet, whips reversed back and forth, Dax with a lariat. Okada kicks him away, looking for the tombstone, reversed, Dax connects with it, cover for 2. Double leg, sharpshooter applied in the middle of the ring. Okada crawls and gets the ropes for the break. To the floor, grabbing the title from the timekeeper's area. Dax cuts him off and puts him back inside, but the Rainmaker kicks the rope for a secret low blow, wristlock. Okada wins by pinfall with a Rainmaker, retaining the AEW Continental Championship. Post-match, the rest of the Elite hit the ring to attack Dax. Bryan Danielson and Cash Wheeler make the save, but the Elite overwhelms them. Darby Allin is back and he makes the save. He's the 4th member for Anarchy in the arena. The babyfaces stand tall. That's the show, folks. Dynamite next week is looking stacked. Please guys, like and share this video, subscribe to my channel and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.